Have you ever seen a Doomstone? Deep in the crypt of York Minster, one of the most magnificent cathedrals in the world, sits a medieval slab carved with fire, brimstone, and a bunch of poor souls being gleefully dragged to hell. It dates back to the 12th century when the church wasn't exactly known for subtlety or second chances. Forget Sunday sermons. This was medieval fear-mongering at its most artistic. And speaking of art, York Minster is home to some of the most exquisite stained glass ever created, including the Grand East window, basically the Sistine Chapel of the North. Crafted in the 1400s, it's the largest stretch of medieval stained glass still intact anywhere on Earth. A full Bible in Technicolor, designed for a mostly illiterate congregation who needed to see their sins as well as hear about them. Divine guilt, but make it fabulous. But that's not the only thing buried below the cathedral. York Minster is a true historical parfait, layer upon layer of drama. The current structure sits atop the remains of a Roman fortress. Back when the city was called Epicorum, it was here that Constantine the Great was declared emperor. A few centuries later, the Vikings showed up, as they tend to do, raiding, settling, and leaving behind a trail of bones and brooches. Many of the remains still lie beneath the Minster today, quietly haunting the foundations they never meant to share. The first Christian church on the site was a humble wooden affair built in 627 AD, but it wasn't until 1220 that this Gothic masterpiece began to take shape, a project so ambitious it took 252 years to complete. And despite fires, war, lightning strikes, and general British weather, it still rises above the city like a stone phoenix, proud, defiant, and absolutely dripping in beauty. Of course, with all that history comes a bit of ghostly baggage. Roman soldiers are said to still march through the crypts, visible only from the knees up, because the modern floor sits higher than theirs. Monks have been spotted gliding silently through the aisles, and more than one visitor has reported the classic chill on the neck, as if someone's watching from just behind the pews. You know, standard cathedral vibes. York Minster isn't just a church, it's a Gothic time machine, a haunted gallery of glass and stone, and a towering love letter to the North, a place I have fallen deeply in love with. Between the architecture, the history, and the people, it truly has my heart.